Welcome to episode number 14 of his Babe Ruth MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. And today, I'm actually playing my Babe Ruth MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. Yes, it's an MLB The Show. Yes, it is an MLB The Show 20 because you cannot port any Road to the Show characters from MLB The Show 20 to any later versions of the game. So that's why I'm still here in MLB The Show. That's why I'm still here in MLB The Show 20. I noticed that, and also I know this is the first episode of a series since September of last year, so it's been 11 months since the last episode of the series, but better late than never, as Babe Ruth is a 70 bronze, so he's like the lowest rated character of mine here in MLB The Show 20, but he's 9-0 with a .9 ERA, so, I mean, yeah, he's only 70 bronze, but he's 9-0, a 0.90 ERA, pitched just under 80 innings, 83 strikeouts, and a .65 WHIP. And the next start for Babe Ruth is here on May 31st, 2020 against the Boston Red Sox at home in Houston. It's Babe Ruth versus Chris Sale. Babe Ruth 9-0 with a .9 ERA. Chris Sale 9-2 with a 2.37 ERA. And I'll show you the standings really quickly here before we get into the game. There's one star in this episode. Usually I only do one star. Obviously, in the last episode, it was at the Astros, the Diamondbacks, and because it was at a National League park, Babe Ruth was hidden. Obviously, in this case, that's not the case, obviously. But yeah, we're up 8.5 games on the Angels. We're 40-15, a .727 winning percentage, up 8.5 games on LA. And then let's look at the entire standings. Why not? Yankees lead the East. The Twins lead the Central. The Astros lead the West, obviously, and the White Sox and Angels are the two wildcard teams. It's bad in this game. It's only 5 teams make the playoffs, and now in real life now it's 6. But back in 2020 it was only 5. Well, in 2020 it was more than 5, and it was more than 6 as well. But I'm talking about like every full season. I'm talking about like every full season from last year, 2021 to 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, etc. Well, there was a full 162-game season. Only 5 teams made it, 3 division winners and 2 wildcard teams, with the 2 wildcard teams playing in a one-game wildcard playoff. Those 2 teams right now, the 2 wildcard teams in the AL are the White Sox and the Angels. Over to the National League side now. Nationals lead the East, the Brewers lead the Central, and the Dodgers lead the West, per usual. And the Giants and Phillies are the 2 wildcard teams right now. Padres a game bad. Pirates and D-bats a game and a half bad. So yeah, So let's get into it. There are 11 starts this season. Babe Ruth is 9-0, like I said. Has pitched 79 2/3 innings. 42 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, 2 home runs, 10 walks, 83 strikeouts, a 0.90 ERA, or a 0.90 ERA, and a 0.65 WHIP, which is watts, hits, to innings pitched. So the WHIP stands for watts, hits, innings pitched. So it's a ratio of watts and hits compared to the amount of innings you pitch. Which in this case, Babe Ruth's WHIP is a .65. So yeah, let's get into the next appearance for Babe Ruth. Let's get into it right now. We have also a winning streak, I believe, going on. Houston does. There's our manager, William Fernandez. Never let yourselves become complacent. Never let yourselves become complacent about the fundamentals of the game, and let's stay sharp out there. 2 performance gain activated for me, hits per 9 and watts per 9. I believe we have a winning streak going on. We do. We win, we lose. Our winning streak's over now. Let's start the. We were in the Boston series now, so yeah, we are. Let's start the. Why not? Dustin Pedroia still in the stand. Really, he retired a couple of years ago. Let's start the Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts sends you some batter ahead of the game. You know what they say about those in glass houses. You know what they say about those in glass houses. I don't know what the heck that even means. Try to pick up a hit before you bring the trash talk. Let that your slash line right now. Surprise you feel comfortable. Trash talk, man. You do, I guess. We aren't worried. Let's do that, I guess. I don't know what these responses are. Butter tells you that maybe you should be. What? Boda tells you that maybe you should be. He plans on stepping it up next game. Boda tells you that maybe you should be. I should. Oh, yeah, because my response is, you do, you, I guess. We aren't worried. Boda tells you that maybe you should be like worried. He plans on stepping it up next game. Well, at least they aren't pitching it. Remember that. So we lose. I'm not sure if we lose that first game of the series. I believe it's only a 3-game series. We lose the first game of the series. I'm not sure if we lost the second game or not because I couldn't tell before the month flipped. So let's talk to Josh Redditt. Redditt just feeling great about his recent hitting performance. You've been on a tear lately. Keep it up. It's been a big help to the team. Yep. Redditt tells you that he's just doing what it takes to help out the team. Okay, so it is Chris Sale versus Babe Ruth. Our lineup is Josh Redditt, George Springer, Carlos Correa, Alex Bregman, Randall Grichuk, the DH, Tyler White, Brad Miller, Addison Russell, and then Travis Darnell. So they have Xander Bogaerts, Adam Eaton, J.D. Martinez, Mookie Betts still, Rafael Devers at DH, Brian Anderson, Tristan Vasquez, Sam Travis, and then Geraldo Parkinson. Well, let's get into it. I'm not sure choose the uniform now. Let's go with alternate one. Let's get into it. And let's say the Red Sox did win game 2 of the series because it says Red Sox lead series 2-0. If they win this game, they'll sweep us. If we win this game, we'll still lose the series 2-1, but at least we won't get swept if we win this game, which hopefully we will. But it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee even with Babe Ruth it's not a guarantee even with Babe Ruth on the mound. Let's watch your prediction. Matt Sturgeon.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros. The Red Sox attempt to break out the Blues in this 3-game series right after this.
He's been attended, but it looks like he's not even playing in the game.
Babe Ruth is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it? It's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers.
By the way, I do have a new pitch. I have a screwball. And you're wondering how I got a screwball? Well, if you go to the when you have those activities, and you go to the bullpen activity, right? Usually on like the day off, you get a choice what you want to do on the day off, and if you want to do a bullpen session, you hit bullpen, and then it gives you an option, or sometimes more than one option. Usually more than one option to like. Learn a new pitch or replace a pitch, like replace your slider with a curveball or something. I don't know. Here we have first pitch to Bogaerts, who has trash talked in for the first game of the series. We're still 41-18, first in the AL West. Astros are 0-1. Foul ball. Yeah. Before that, we had like a winning streak though. Here's a screwball. Foul ball. But yeah, I decided I had a 14 fastball, a Vulcan change, and a palm ball. I decided because they gave me the option to learn a screwball, and I was like, I'm not going to learn a screwball because not that many pitchers throw the screwball anymore in real life. They used to, like pitchers back then they did, but now they don't do it that much. That ball is going to be over the shoulder and over the glove of, I believe, Tyler White. 0-2 still. Bogaerts been 248 on the year. And called straight through on the outside corner, 1 down. First strikeout. There's Adam Eaton. So like I said, Babe Ruth is a 14 fastball, a Vulcan change, a palm ball, and a screwball. As like I said, I decided for Babe Ruth to learn the screwball, which, I mean, like I said, pitchers these days don't throw them, or these days, not that many pitchers throw screwballs. But Babe Ruth does. First pitch is a screwball, and it just was not caught. 82 degrees at first pitch here on May 31st, 2020. Yes, it's still 2020 in this game. This is MLB The Show 20. I started this road to the show in MLB The Show 19, I believe. MLB The Show 19. I started this road to the show in MLB The Show 19, and I believe I was in AA for some of the year, and then I got called up to AAA, and then before the 2020 season, Babe Ruth got a spring training invite. And then made the team out of spring training. So now he's on the, now and obviously now on the bid leads. Or
State of Texas. He was selected in the 15th round back in the draft of 2019.
2019 draft. Yeah, I know it said Babe Ruth. That's a ground ball. Cut off by the second baseman. Zips it over to White, 2 down. Yeah, I know he said the home state of Texas. I should have had him have obviously in real life Babe Ruth is born in Maryland. I should have had him born in Maryland, but when I was creating the character, I didn't think about that, and I don't think I ever saw a place where I could change where he was from. And then I realized once I started it, oh, it said he was from Texas, and I was like, well, he's supposed to be from Maryland, but once you like create your character, you can't go back and change where they're from, so I couldn't change it from Texas to Maryland, so I just had to leave it on Texas, which, well, I didn't want to, but I had no choice. 0-1 to Martinez. 0-2. Like I said, just 1 star in this episode. I only usually do 1 star per episode. Although you might not, now you might forget because it's been 11 months. Called strike 3, no score after a half an inning. And having a good time and 82-degree weather. No score, top 2 for Betts. And real life now is on LA, but I started this Road to the Show character before that trade went down, and it was the off season before the 2020 season, which obviously was delayed because of COVID, and only ended up being 60 games. 0-2. Betts has been at 279 this year so far through a couple months. Screwball. He actually hits that. Not saying my screwball is untouchable, but wide at third, foul ball. I think I can add a 5th pitch if I want to, if it lets me, and if I want to. I'm not sure what it would be. Maybe like a 2-seam fastball or something, or maybe like a curveball, change-up, slider. Because I just have 14 fastball, a Vulcan change, a palm ball, and a screwball. So maybe I'll add like a 2-seam fastball, a slider, a change-up, maybe a curveball. If it lets me add a 5th pitch, and if I want to, another foul ball. 1-2. Still. Another foul ball. Betts is putting up a fight here. I'll do a high inside fastball. Come on. Oh, that just missed. Palm ball. Another foul ball. My goodness, he's putting up a big fight here. Here we go. 2-2. You missed the last pitch. You missed the another foul ball. So you didn't really miss it. The only thing you missed was another foul ball. 2-2 still to Betts. And another foul ball. This is literally insane. This is like what? They now have a dynamic challenge. End the inning without giving up a run or more than 2 hits, or end inning without allowing a run or a walk. Let's go with end inning without allowing a run or a walk. Here we go. Can we eventually end Betts? It's been like 10 pitches. 2-2 again. Ground ball. That's White. Will throw it to me, but Betts beats it out as there was a shift was on, and White kind of bobbled it, threw it to me, but not in time. It's an infield single. 1-on-1 out now for the DH, Rafael Devers. From the stretch, and he threw the bat into the stands. I've rarely seen that animation where they lose the bat. I've seen it before. I'm not sure if I've ever been filming when that happened, or when they throw the bat into the stands. I'm not sure if that's ever happened on camera. I've seen it before. I'm not sure if it's ever happened on camera though. So, where would the bat? The bat probably went like into the stands. Holy cow! That could hurt someone. Except for you can see through it. Well, I believe is there a safety net down there? Because I don't know. Well, it's hard to tell, but you can kind of see. Oh, sorry, I just hit the camera. But you can kind of see I believe there's a safety net because, well, the bat. I believe it. Well, it's hard to tell because where the bat is, it might be hard to tell. But it's like right there. I don't know if there's a safety net or not. But if there's not, it would have been going into the stands. If there was, it would have hit the net. I'm not sure if it did or not. 0-1. This one stays in his hands, and the ball is left and flies to left center field. Miller's there, 2 down, or 1 down. Excuse me, 1 down, not 2. 1 down for Brian Anderson. Betts has 77 speed at first. So down to watch that. 0-1. And in 3-16 in his last 6 games, I believe it said. 0-2. So a screwball. Just make sure you don't hang it. And pops straight up. And that's Darno. I'm going to call him off, though, or I was going to, but I didn't. So it's topped by Darno, 2 down. Thought I was going to, but it didn't happen. Here's Vasquez, who just got traded in real life to someone. 1 on, 2 out. Been 242 on the year. 0-1. Last 5 days, scored 5 runs. 30th pitch. 1-1. One, two. And by the way, I did pick Babe Ruth to get drafted by the Astros, and like I said, I should have had his birthplace be Maryland, but I didn't realize I didn't see an I didn't see an option to switch it, or I didn't see an option to change his birthplace to whatever it was at the time, to Maryland. And then obviously after I created the territory, I realized it said his birthplace was Texas, and once you create the territory, you can't change that. So it is what it is, and like I said, I picked Babe Ruth to get drafted by the Astros just because I felt like it. 1-2 pitch, foul ball. Come on. I want to set it in, and it's like 15 minutes into the video. Sorry about that. 1-2 to Vasquez. Straight him out. No. They're drawing my pitch count up. Already 33 pitches through not even 2 innings of work. 34th pitch, got him. No score after an inning and a half. That's 34 pitches. So I didn't allow a run or a walk. I allowed a hit, but no walk or a run. Here's Sam Travis. And then the number 9 batter, and then the top of the order, and that's a strike, 0-1. Last 4 innings, he scored 2 runs. No score, top 3. Down to 286 on the year, 0-2. 0-2. Line drive, but caught by whoever the second baseman is. I'm not sure. Russell. It's not even Altuve. I'm not sure where Altuve is. I think he's on the bench. Yeah, I don't know why Altuve's on the bench, but that was Russell, I believe. Yeah, that was Russell. Right now. Here's Ronaldo, Parkinson, the top of the order, and whoever the first guy was, I forgot who it was. Was 1 for 5 with 2 RBI on it, or he went 1 for 5. Parkinson did foul ball. This guy? But Parkinson in his last game went 1 for 5 with the 2 RBIs. So like I said, apparently, yeah, I did start. By the way, I did have an original Babe Ruth Road of the Show character. You guys might know that if you've been with this channel for like 4 years. 0-2. Ground ball, right to Babe Ruth. Throw to first, 2 down. What a play, but that was a tough play by Babe Ruth. 1-3 ground out, 2 down. But I did have an original Babe Ruth Road of the Show character, and original Snake Biter Road of the Show character, or Road of the Show series. But I started in MLB the Show 17, and this is when you were to port from game to game, from MLB 17 to 18, 18 to 19, etc. That's a fly ball. Left fielder's there, and the inning's over. Middle of 3, no score. But like I was saying, that's back when you could port from game to game. MLB 17 to 18, 18 to 19, 19 to 20, etc. I started my original Babe Ruth Road of the Show series and my original Snake Biter Road of the Show series in MLB the Show 17. And you have to complete 1 calendar year. I did not know this. Now I do. Our offense is a real source of pride. Look at that. We're first in the AL in runs per game, average, on-base percentage, slugging, and home runs. And we're first, and out of those 5 categories, we're first in the AL. We're first in runs per game in the MLB, first in average, and then first in slugging. And second in on-base percentage, and third in home runs. Not bad at all. 3-0 Astros, as we scored, I believe, 3 runs in the third. 3 runs in the third. Top 4 now, 3-0 Astros. Here's Adam Eaton. Foul ball. But like I was saying, this is back when you can port. I started my, this is back when you can port from game to game. Now you can't. From MLB 20 to 21, 21 to 22, you can't do that just because, obviously, in November of 2020, next gen consoles came out, like the PS5, Xbox Series X and S. The bottom line is, I'm still on the PS4, by the way. I'm still on current gen or old gen or whatever you want to call it. 0-2 to Adam Eaton. That's hit hard. Not gone. Will it be caught? No, it won't. As it will one-hop the garage doors by the 362 sign in left center, and that's going to be a double. But like I said, I started an original Babe Ruth Road to the Show series in MLB The Show 17. Same thing for Snake Biter. Sorry, Snake Biter Road to the Show series, my original one, and same thing for my Babe Ruth Road to the Show series. I started my original Babe Ruth Road to the Show series. In MLB The Show 17. You have to complete. I did not know this at the time. But you have to complete 1 calendar year to make sure for you to be able to pour over to the next game. Here's Martinez. Obviously, you get drafted, and obviously you drafted. What say start your Road to the Show character in MLB The Show 17. You get drafted, and technically, I believe it's technically the draft. Like the draft, you know how the draft is in July. That's a draft like the year before. So in this case, it would be the 2016 draft or something. 2016 draft in July of 2016, and then you start next season. Say you get drafted, like in this case, Babe Ruth, as in the original Babe Ruth got drafted by the White Sox. He starts in whatever the White Sox AA affiliate is, 0-1 pitch, 0-2. Starts in whatever the White Sox AA affiliate is. The next season in April of 2017, so that's technically 1 calendar year. So if you start Road to the Show, say in MLB The Show 17, when you start it, you already technically completed 1 calendar year, so you can port it into MLB The Show 18. But then you also have to actually complete another calendar year in MLB The Show 18 to port to MLB The Show 19. I didn't do that because I didn't know I had to. So when I went over to port it from MLB 18 to 19, it said you need to play a calendar year in MLB The Show 18, so you can't port it to MLB The Show 19. Basically, that's what it said. 0-2 pitch, called strike 3, 1 down. And I didn't know that. So I had to play a calendar year, and it was just those 2 Road to the Show characters. It wasn't like Star Forcer, Vinny J, Dash C, none of those. None of my big ones, like Vinny J, Dash C, and Star Forcer, I did complete a calendar year with them in MLB The Show 18. I didn't, though, with Babe Ruth and Snake Biter, so I couldn't port them in MLB The Show 19, and at that time, when I got MLB The Show 19, I traded it in MLB The Show 18 at GameStop. They did some money for it, which I got like $5 for it. So I didn't have MLB The Show 18 anymore, so I lost those characters. But then I decided to restart them in MLB The Show 19, and now obviously not Dash C, but Snake Biter got drafted by the Dodgers. The original Snake Biter, I believe, got drafted by the Cubs, I believe. 0-1 pitch, 0-2, and then the original Babe Ruth got drafted by the White Sox. Obviously, now I restarted Snake Biter and Babe Ruth in MLB The Show 19. I picked Babe Ruth to get drafted by the Astros, and I believe I picked Babe Ruth to get drafted by the Astros, and then Snake Biter, I believe I went random for Snake Biter, and he got drafted by, I believe, the Dodgers. He did get drafted by the Dodgers. I believe that was random. I believe, and then later said Babe Ruth, I picked him to get drafted by the Astros. 0-2 pitch. Line drive caught by White. 2 down. Sorry about all I know it's already give or take maybe 20 minutes into the video. Sorry about only being 4 innings in the game. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go in this game though. Here we go. Runner center, 2 outs for Devers. Foul ball 0-1. But that's enough with the story time, or enough with the story. Let's get back into focusing into this game. 0-2. Quickly. Vulcan change now. I don't think I've thrown this once. I might have, but either way, I just struck out Devers, and the Red Sox squander a leadoff double. Middle of 4, 3-0 Astros. Here we go, and it's still 3-0 Astros. Top 5 for Brian Anderson. Here we go. 55th pitch coming from Babe Ruth. 0-1. That was, like I said, Babe Ruth's 55th pitch. Last 10 games, 2 doubles and 6 RBIs for Anderson. 0-1. Foul ball 0-2. The difficulty in this game is beginner, which is the easiest difficulty here in MLB The Show 20. All my Road to Show series is, and really every series here in MLB The Show 20 and 21 and 22 are all on beginner, which is the easiest difficulty in MLB The Show. Ground ball, and Bredman, 1 down. Here's Vasquez. 0-1. 2 for 4 with an RBI in his last game. Foul ball. Still Vulcan change. 2 down.
percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big.
And there's the ERA leaders, and Babe Ruth is in first place for ERA in the AL. Second place is Masahiro Tanaka at 1.68. Babe Ruth is in first with a .9 ERA. So I just said second place is Masahiro Tanaka with a 1.68 ERA. Babe Ruth is in first with a 0.90 ERA. Here's Sam Travis, ground ball. I mean, Russell, and it was a ground ball to Aston Russell, our center baseman. He threw it to what is his name? The Tyler White, our first baseman. It's a 4-3 ground out in and over. Halfway home, 3-0 Astros. Top three, here's Alto Parkinson. Here we go, top six, we're still up 3-0, foul ball. He went, like I said, 1 for 5 with 2 RBIs, or Parkinson went 1 for 5 with 2 RBIs in his last game he played in. Another foul ball, 0-2. By the way, sorry when the camera's cut off, or when the TV's cut off, and or when the camera's crooked, because like I said, when the screen on the TV moves, the screen on the camera moves. So if the TV gets cut off, and or if the camera's crooked, I'll try to fix it as soon as I can. Like on that last play, that ground at the end, the top of the fifth, I knew like half of the right side of it, like not half of the right side of the TV, but like a little bit on the right of the TV, on the right side of the TV, on like your guys' right, it was cut off. I know what in the world, Blue? Come on, man. I mean, you've been calling the ball on the corner all game. 1-2, foul, barely. I know at the ground out at the end, the top of the fifth. I know like the camera moved to the right, and like some of the TV on your guys' right and my right got cut off because the camera shifted to the right. So I believe it shifted to the right, or shifted to the right. So I believe some of the left side of the TV was cut off, or the other way around. Ground ball off the line, fielded by White, and he beats the runner by a step. 2 down. Excuse me, 1 down. Team ERA leaders of the team. Astros are fourth with a 3.40 ERA. Yankees are in first. White Sox are in second. Twins are in third, and the Astros are in fourth with a 3.4 ERA. That's team leaders like overall. So we're fourth. The Astros are for team ERA in the AL. Here's Boder's 2019 Gold Glove Award for American League shortstop. 1-0, 1-1. 1-2. 70th pitch. Ground ball hit hard. Base hit. Past Correa. And Bodarts, we were kind of trash talking me for the first game of the series. Well, he's probably saying to himself, well, they won the first 2 games and he's got a hit off of me. Here's Adam Eaton, double in the fourth, 1 on, 1 out for Adam Eaton. Did a 2-ball here, 0-1. Screwball, don't hang it. And line drive, feeling on a short up by Bregman, and that's the double play I was looking for. Good pitch by White. Middle of 6, 3-0 Astros. 5-4-3 double play that in the inning. Here we go, still 3-0 Astros, top 7. Here's JD Martinez. 0 for 2. Ground ball right to Ruth. Babe Ruth snares that ground ball. It was hit hard, but right back to Babe Ruth. 1 down. There's Mookie Betts Stindl in the second, I believe it said. First pitch. 0-1. 75th pitch. 0-2 as it was not caught by our catcher Darnell, but Betts 1 through it. 0-2. Called strike 3, 2 down. Sit down, Betts. 1-7 strikeout. Here's Devers, the DH for Boston. 0 for 2. Now runners on, 2 outs. Top 7, 3-0 Astros. Here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. 0-1. 0-2. 79th pitch, 0-2. Ground ball. And charging is Russell. He barehands and throws out Devers. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. 3-0 Astros. And top 8, 3-0 Astros. 80th pitch coming from Ruth. 0-1. 80th pitch, and his energy is in the yellow, so he might be taken out after he gives up his next base runner, if and when he does. 0-2. 0-2. Just missed on the screwball. Brian Anderson is the batter. Popped up by the first base coach. White is there. The first base coach for the Red Sox gets out of the way. White's there and foul drowned. 1 down. You also might see it in the 9th inning if we're still at 3-0 and our closer coming in, because right now it's still a safe situation. Here's Vasquez. Looks like he has 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, trying to avoid the hat trick. 85th pitch coming from Ruth, or 7 1/3. 0-1. 0-2. Just missed. Ball can change. Come on. Oh! Blue! 2-2. Got him. 2 down. Here's Sam Travis. I actually might be taken down in the 9th if we're still at 3-0. Because right now it's still a safe situation. And my energy's in the red now. Let's throw my 90th pitch. 0-1. 0-2. Let's throw a screwball right there. End the game. Well, not end the game, but end the inning, I meant, not end the game. Here we go. 0-2 to Travis. That was demolished, but foul. That would have been a home run if it was fair, but it was foul. So the screwball, and missed. Low and possibly outside, but definitely low. 94th pitch, 1-2 pitch. Got him. Middle of 8, still 3-0 Astros, but that's probably the end of the game for Babe Ruth. I'll turn off the Simon to see what happens. I think they're on bring our closer in. Single, double play. Yeah, they're on Brennan. I believe our closer is Roberto Ozuna. It is. Ground out, fly out. Astros win 3-0. So I had 8 innings, I believe like 3 hits, and then Ozuna comes in the 9th, slams the door, sends the Red Sox down 1-2-3, and the Astros win it 3-0. It's the 3 runs in the 3rd inning, isn't it? And there's the 3 outfielders celebrating. Sprinter, Reddick, and Miller, I believe, right? Babe Ruth is now 10-0. Ozuna, I believe, did the 17th save of the year. I believe Ozuna did the 17th save of the year. That's what Matt Vesturgeon, I believe, just said. So yeah, there's the fireworks on the screen, on the scoreboard. Yeah, we got 3 runs in the 3rd inning, and that's set for the rest of the game. I got the win. Perseo only pitched 5 innings, got the loss, and then Roberto Ozuna pitched 1 inning, pitched the 9th inning, sent the Red Sox down 1-2-3, gets the save. Looks like Bredman had all 3 RBIs. Alex Bredman went 3 for 4 with a double, a single, Alex Bredman went 3 for 4 with a triple, a double, a single, and 3 RBIs. So he was a homer shy of the cycle. He had 3 for 4 with a triple, a double, a single, and 3 RBIs. So I just said he was a homer shy of the cycle, and he drove in all 3 runs for the Astros, which probably was on a 3-run triple or a 3-run double or something. I guess we can look if we do a Dame Wad and just go down to the 3rd inning. I'm guessing it was a 3-run double or a 3-run triple. Yeah, it was a 3-run triple to center field, because it said it's kind of hard to tell just because the right-in so small and because the light-in is room, but it says Bredman triple to center, Reddick scores, Sprinter scores, and Correa scores. And that's all the offense we needed, as we had 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. And then the Red Sox had no runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. As I pitched 8 innings, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, no earned runs, and no walks. The Red Sox had no runs on 3 hits and 2 errors, and the Astros had 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. And Bredman had, out of the 7 hits for the Astros, Bredman had 3 of them. Sprinter had 1, Reddick had 1, Grichuk had 1, so that's 6 right there, and then someone else must have had 1. And then Adam Eaton had a double for Boston. Betts and Bodars both had a single, while, like I said, Ethan had a double, and that's all 3 hits for Boston. Astros beat the Red Sox 3-0. Good start for Babe Ruth. He pitched 8 innings, got the win. Babe Ruth pitched 8 innings, got the win. He's now 10-0 here in the 2020 season. So, like I said, Babe Ruth is now 10-0 here in the 2022, Babe Ruth is now 10-0 here in the 2020 MLB season. So yeah, I'm not sure when this episode of the series will be in real life or in this game, but hopefully the next episode of the series will be in real life. Will hopefully be sooner than later in real life. But like I said, I don't know when the next episode of the series will be in this game or in real life. But like I said, hopefully the next episode of the series in real life will be sooner than later. And also, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it, which will most likely be tomorrow or later today. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Time to close the board. If you had tipped, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 15 of this Babe Ruth MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. See you in episode number 15. I need a lot of bacon and go Astros.